I think I'm actually the first person in our family from America that's come back to this area. Look at this. Right here, man. Oh my God. We walk into this Parton Village area and immediately my daughter finds Robert Owens in the graveyard. They were miners and died here. Kind of get goosebumps from it. Got Dixon right here. The Dixons were part of our family as well that were in the music business. These people travel in packs from one place to another. Here's a Temple family right here. They own the feed and seed store in Sevier County. Kind of takes your breath away because you look at these hills and reminds you so much of East Tennessee, the Wares Valley area. It just starts making sense putting all the pieces together when you start walking through these graveyards and seeing all these names that you see up in East Tennessee. Oh my gosh, I just looked at this right here. My Aunt Estelle, who my daughter's named after, her husband was a Watson, and here's Thomas Watson right here in this same graveyard. 4,000 miles away, finding so many families that you can walk in a graveyard in East Tennessee and find these same names. Wow.
Parlor Films and the Butterfly Network are proud to bring you Generations, a new series of documentaries exploring the connections between families, the music and culture they preserved across oceans and time, and the responsibilities that come with carrying that legacy forward. The further backward we look, the farther forward we can see.
Things survive if they're good. Bonaparte's Retreat, Groom's tune, it's a good tune. And people try and impose this musical, linguistic, whatever theory on things. It's not the way it works. Things survive because they're good. It's not people have chosen to preserve it, it's what was worth preserving.
The song known as the Groom's Tune has been associated with my family for generations. It's an old fiddle tune commonly known as Bonaparte's Retreat that came from the Old World, brought here by the pioneers that settled these mountains. Transformed by a moment of violence in the closing days of the Civil War, this tune still haunts the Appalachian mountain trails that run along the Tennessee-North Carolina border. It's a long story that starts on the edge of a mountain trail with a man, my great-great-great-grandfather, a famous fiddler in those parts, on his knees making his peace with his maker, a favor granted to him by his executioners, only if he agrees to play a tune for them on his violin. He plays the tune and then they hang him. But that was not the end. The fiddle has been handed down through generations of our family. The story has been told and retold in the kitchens and on the front porches of our homes, and the tune lives on through a long line of musicians who have passed it from father to son, from mother to daughter, from grandparent to grandchild. It wasn't the end. It was just the beginning of our long journey home.
Fairport adopted Bonaparte's Retreat, and Fairport have played it ever since.
We didn't perform it as a song, but we incorporated it into a song as a sort of recurrent theme.
It's been a great tune for well over 200 years, and will always be.
4th of May, when the green birds they were swelling. Young William Green on his deathbed lay, for the love of Barbary Ellen. He sent his... I went to study folk and traditional music in Leeds. I just fell in love with hearing people sing songs and it just being about the story and it just being about their voice. And then in 2019 I sang Barbara Allen at the BBC Radio 2 Young Folk Awards, which I won, which is how I get to be here at Cropredy and doing what I do now as a living. So it's crazy, it's all connected, yeah. Young William died for me today, and I'll die for him tomorrow. Oh, thanks.
A group of my friends are all musicians, some of them professional, some are amateur. One of them took up the fiddle in retirement, and because he speaks Welsh, was interested in seeing what Welsh music was like. So they started learning Welsh tunes.
This was an amazing, amazing trip. Wrapping up here at our friend Nigel's, who brought all these great musicians in here, doing these old Welsh tunes, the variations of Welsh tunes, and even the version of Barbara Allen just brought tears to my eyes. It was amazing hearing them sing. It took me back to my grandpa's church, and it's amazing. You know, we're so many miles apart, but yet so close together. It's just been a wonderful, wonderful journey here, getting to do this. Great opportunities. So we just got into the village here of Parton, and from what we know, this is where the name began. They had a port here besides a fort, and you can see Wales from here. And most of the people that have passed up in the graveyard all died of mining accidents. There's mines everywhere around here, and it makes sense. East Tennessee, it's all mining country, and that's why a lot of these people, when they migrated to the United States, you know, went in those areas. It makes sense. This used to be a tunnel that brought the water down to the town of Parton. And if you come right up in here, you'd swear you're up in the woods in the Smoky Mountains. This feels like it smells like it looks like it. not sure how I feel right now. I think I'm still in shock about all the things I've found today. We're really not that far from where we began in regards to all these families staying close together. There's no coincidence them traveling together, staying as a pack and a group of people that migrated looking for better opportunities and better chances, in a new world. And they really wanted something to remind them of home, so they ended up going to the Appalachia area, which is so much like this. I mean, it's uncanny. You might as well be in East Tennessee, Western North Carolina. We're wrapping up here at the Harton Village Hall, following up on our Smoky Mountain DNA. We can only repeat it so many times, dude.